Really old farm equipment with some rope still on it. Not sure what it's used for. Looks like it's some kind of horse carriage. Impressive. Rope swing, which I just kind of glanced at it with the camera. Exit sign with a loop driveway. There is no standard. There's been no developer who came in and said, yeah, everything's gonna look the same. No developer has stepped foot in this town that had those kind of ambitions to make another levee town. This is levee town proof. All right. Like this house over here, it's built on a huge hill. And I can't pick it up, I don't think, with the sun. But it looks down. You don't have to do much to look down on your neighbors. Natural barrier. Just such amazing features. I'm having difficulty getting out of the sun. Yeah, like this guy. Look at this, a big house. Like that house over there, it's on a hill, and then there's a lower elevation, and then we're up to a higher elevation. Lower elevation over here. It's just incredible how it's changed, how the elevation is so different from house to house. Down here, I'm looking down on this yard. Whereas I have to look up over at their neighbors. Such a, yeah, down here. Such a drastic change in elevation. Kind of exciting to see. I kind of like it. I got some kind of live concert at this clock tower building. The clock tower ales. What a surprise, another Mexican festival. And they closed down the whole park for it. Maybe a Quienciera. You can hear the Spanish music. Man, they hold a lot of parties. This crazy dog's trying to get the squirrels. It's kind of rare. The dog didn't even want to mess with me. It's just with the squirrel. The squirrel's kind of trapped. What is this all about? Is an old water fountain? Next to the high school. This is interesting to me. I've never seen somebody take the time to carve into the end of a tree like that to make a snake. Alright, so it's closed, but they want to at least distinguish it. I'm guessing people probably live here. Oh, and then there's a sign. Sounds like somebody's phone is going off. Not much to it. Sheriff's right across the street with a shotgun and the in between. Let me take a look inside here. That's an assault and a shotgun. You see them both? That's cool. I wonder if sheriff deputies tend to have more firepower in general than regular city cops. Is that a common trait? Alright, Fort Allen Museum. It probably costs money. It's open every day of the week. They just be upfront about it. Yep, there it is. $8. I can't afford that. Antique vehicles in the back. I could probably check it out on the outside a little bit, but this is not looking too much like a fort. And then there's something in the back. The gardener's cottage. Huh. And then there's something on this other side. Wow. They don't fence this one. So I could walk right onto the property. The Anderson house. Even more. Maybe this was a bit of a fort. Huh. Yeah. That's pretty neat. I think this is pretty cool how they work this log house on the corner sections. 3 windows. Oh, but they got a new nice concrete foundation to protect it. And electricity. Yeah, they had that back then. Granary. And was this moved? That's the thing. It's like a lot of these tend to get moved. Maybe they had a bunch of houses and stuff for their fort. I wonder how many in all. And then they probably poop. Yep, they poop and pee. Looks like the original too. Who's gonna sit side by side and pooping and peeing with each other? That's ridiculous. So where's their electric meter? I got two more windows I could look through. Not much to see. That's just the second door. Like that's really all that needed. You kind of look inside this one. So you get a little tour of the outside. This is probably a part of the $8. That's pretty neat. Man, that window feels flimsy. Very flimsy. Okay, some kind of a storage. This is the block that fort is on Trevitt. I'm on Trevitt. You just go down either 15th or 14th to see it. And there's a school over here. You can look down on the Columbia River. So they built the fort pretty high up on the hill. And that's gonna give you, but I mean you could still climb a little bit higher. But I mean, how far do you want to climb up? So they built it up a little bit for good security. Another shot of that rock house. You got this house on the level. Everybody else, well, mostly everybody else is, I don't know, about half everybody else is on the level, but this guy just rises high above. I wonder if he's dug a deep basement. That'd be kind of cool, but maybe not. Like a block away from the library. And I could sleep overnight on the side of the road here, no problem. Figs growing on the ends, way too early to harvest. The church that may have used the very rock that it's sitting on. It looks like the same color. What is this? This is underneath. It's hard to say how deep it is. But homeless people would climb in there and go to sleep. Stairway and all that. I don't know if this is like something they want tourists to gawk at, but it's definitely something to get the attention. There it is again. It's so hot. Alright, I'm at the port of the Dalles. And no doubt in my mind that Lewis and Clark would never have seen this big strip of land. Of course, I don't think they would have seen it so overflowed anyway. Look at that nice little hangout. Just kind of sit and watch things, lounge around. See, very few want to live in boats on the river. Got those few boats. Instead, they choose these homes. It's crazy. That's a very different lifestyle. I wonder how much seals are a factor with these river homes. Seals would take over the ocean front if it looked like this. Hey, how long has this been like this?
It came up this high this morning. It's going to be worse
well,
for a couple of days, and then it'll get back down.
Well, it was this way yesterday too.
Yeah.
How, was it before that? Like how many weeks or days? Just a few days?
3 days.
3 days?
No, actually, no. We got update that they have a bunch of water from Grand Coulee.
All right, so I guess this is flooded because they opened up some dams, and it's not going to go down until Memorial. It almost looks like they pulled this dock, but I think that the water made it rise. Closed when ships are docked. Well, I didn't see any ships. So, no parking, tour bus parking only. And then a sign over here. Let's see. Yep, I am there. I'm sure there's stuff on the other side. Oh, no. All right, it's great. I can't quite see what they're doing. Are they fishing out there? There's a few trucks parked. All right, so there's an opening on the fence, and they say that it's closed from dusk to dawn. It doesn't look easy to reach this boat, and it's flooded, so you can see the flooding. But I guess some people walk along the edge to get to it. You just got to pour that water out. It's actually tied up. So somebody is actively using it, and they take the oars with them. Alright, so in an effort to prevent maybe camping, without saying camping, they're just saying beyond this fence line. They don't want you here in the dark. They don't want you here at night because of scary monsters, right? So you can get to the beach on this side over here. Just got all these man-made rocks. Lewis and Clark would have never seen these rocks, these big rocks, well, at least formed in this way. They would have been more naturally formed, no doubt. But this is kind of a shoreline fishing area, and I don't doubt they're catching fish along this shore. Got a little graffiti. Somebody managed to either climb down or climb up to put those graffitis up. And I was surprised the temperature of this. Where the heck? Yeah, right there. The temperature of this water is not. Well, that's a little chilly. But I expected it to be colder, and it's not too bad. All right, so this area really gets flooded bad. And apparently I'm standing over a tunnel, which is right here. I'd be interested in the entrance because that tends to get a lot of debris, a lot of log jams. So, and then there's a major flood in 1894, which probably brought the water up to my level, just around here. So over that way somewhere is the extension of the tunnel. Alright, so I left my bicycle, I locked it, left it behind, and just kind of looking kind of in the direction of the tunnel, wherever the tunnel would be. There's some trails, so there's quite a few people who walk back here, but with that flooding now, it's going to reduce the number. Somebody left their sweat jacket here. Maybe somebody exercising. I don't think a tunnel would be very easy to see from up here. They just have to tell you where to expect it. Yeah, it's not visible there. Walk over here. I might be going the wrong way. So, yeah, it's all blasted. It's a neat area.